Hi, how's everyone? Welcome. Thanks for coming back, and hello and welcome if you are new. I swear, I stutter badly. I sing even worse. But if you can vibe with a hot mess, then you found the right channel. We are doing the love reading today. Love with the Fairies. We're using the Fairy Oracle deck by Brian Froud. I'm going to use the Vice Versa Tarot deck to get clarifiers. And then we get some love quotes, little love messages at the end. Um, Remember, not all messages will resonate for all of you the same way. So leave what doesn't resonate now, but keep it in mind because it might make sense at a later time. You are all at different points in the timeline. I can read the script, but I can't tell you which characters you all individually play or where you choose to stand on the stage, whether you're involved, an observer, or a cross watcher. I can only read the energies. So I laid out six from the Oracle deck. Um, I suggested to Spirit that the top three would be for the feminine and the bottom three would be for the masculine. We'll see if that works out. Remember, gender ain't shit, it's just energy. There could very well be feminines in the collective that are functioning in their masculine energy and vice versa. So put yourself where it resonates, where you think you fit. So I really have to admit that um not much has changed since the last reading. We got three cards we got three of the same cards from the last reading. In the feminine energy here, we've got the undressing of the salad, which is trying to achieve something that seems impossible. Then we've got the feline. This is just a reminder of things that need to be tied up. There's loose ends, there's details, there's still obligations here that need to be addressed. And again, Talon the Sylph. This is my, oops, look, there's a penny card. This is the energy of going about your merry way, um, living your life, doing your thing, flitting from thing to thing, whatever you're doing, and then all of a sudden something shiny catches your eye, and there's new ideas in your head about going in a different direction. Again, like I said, I think this might be the feminine. Here in the masculine energy, we have He of the Fiery Sword. This is the Ace of Swords, but with a masculine energy. It's clear and focused will and action, but it's also gaining clarity and perspective on something. Next to it, we've got Ilby the Retriever. This is something coming back from the past. I would mostly think this is memories or wishes or dreams or something like that, something brought up from the past. I will read that card a little bit clearer. Next to that, we've got the who is this? Hobjob? The Hobjob. Okay, this is real or imagined fears. This is something that is making somebody be very cautious. So let's get some clarifiers here. Let's go through this a little bit more. So we've got in the feminine energy, we've got I can't show that up close because there's naked fairies on there. But yeah, this is trying to do the impossible. But it also says doing something with dexterity, but the outcome is still unclear. Things are in motion, though. There is a change of fortune in the works, but it seems it might feel impossible. Then we've got the feline. Like I said, this is unkept promises, unfulfilled duties, loose ends, annoying details. It says unfinished business and little things matter. So somebody is either being reminded that there are some things that are still tethering someone to a situation, or they have come to a realization that if there is ever going to be movement forward following Talon the Sylph, that they need to finish up this cycle, as annoying as these details may be. So then in the masculine, we've got he of the fiery sword. This is, it says, oh, this is so beautiful if I can read it. Draw me with cause and return me with honor. So if somebody's drawing a sword, this sword is like saying, draw me with cause. Don't draw me for frivolous reason. And when you return me with honor. It also says clear and focused will, action, it says something, a new purpose, willpower, and ask for assistance. So there is the feeling of somebody gaining clarity here in the masculine energy. It is also, I feel like a precursor to some kind of action. But they just have to focus their will on what they want to do. Here with Ilby the Retriever, this is retrieval of a lost hope, dreams. What does that say? A path to what was once lost. There's also the idea of finding a key here. So maybe keys are showing up for whoever the masculine energy is. But it's mainly like finding the key to a lost dream or hope. What does the other thing say? Oh, yeah. Retrieval of a lot. But I feel like this is something from the past. Somebody's gaining clarity and willpower to go after something that he has been reminded of that could be possible. And then again, we've got Hobjob here, which is that's real and imagined fears bringing caution. Now, I did ask for the top to be the feminine and the bottom to be the masculine, but this really works as a whole thing, like just a in general energy read. Because if we read it in columns here, it's like there are things in motion that are going to change someone's fortune, but they put them in motion themselves with this clarity of will. But this feline, this thing's coming back, that these obligations that need to be tied up, on top of Ilby the Retriever, something coming back from the past. Then we have Talon the Sylph. Look, I found a penny, something new, something shiny. I want that. I want to go that way. But then Hobjob underneath her is being very, very cautious, real and imagined fears. So we're going to go ahead and get some clarity here. And I'm still going to work with the energy that the top is the feminine. So please clarify things in motion, change of fortune. This is going to bring it down a vibration. The fairies operate in the 4D. It's one level, one vibration below the divine, but one vibration higher than us here in the 3D. So these clarifiers are going to bring it down to the 3D a little bit to see what is how this is expressing in the physical world. So what is, how do I want to ask this? I always have to be mindful of how I ask the question. Dexterity. Achieving the impossible, things in motion. I feel like I want to hone in on the word dexterity. Okay, we've got a Queen of Wands here. She's magnetic, warm, charming, and outwardly dynamic. Outwardly is the key there. Outwardly. But inside, she might feel very different. So clarify the Queen of Wands and what is she setting in motion? What has the Queen of Wands set in motion here? Or what is being set in motion? Oh, we've got the High Priestess crossed with the Three of Cups. Interesting. I'm not going to take them because they fell out together and kind of funny, but the High Priestess is truth. The truth is in between the black and white, and doctrine versus enlightenment, and then the Three of Cups is something about celebration. So we're going to clarify, please. Thank you. We've got the Page of Wands in the reverse. Now remember, this vice versa deck doesn't have like upside down reversals. They have front and back. So here we have the back side of the Page of Wands. And this is longing for meaning. Oh, they're self-conscious and unsure. The advice is to seek mentors and friends. Well, that really explains the High Priestess and the Three of Cups. Because the High Priestess would be the mentor and the Three of Cups would be the friends. My goodness. Clarify, please, the Page of Wands. Well, that didn't flip out right. So this is, so far is giving the feeling that this feminine knows what she wants, but she's unsure of how to achieve it. And here we go with the Ace of Wands. In the backside, no movement will be lost if you pause and regroup and get perspective. Okay, it feels like she has a lot on her mind here. Even though this is fire energy, this could be Sagittarius. The Queen of Wands would be Sagittarius, but could be any of the fire signs. We also have the Page of Wands, that's Aries. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We've got the Ace of Wands, which is usually a gift from the divine, a gift of energy, but on the backside, it is a pause in the energy. But it's a pause for planning. It's not a pause. Well, yeah, because it says no movement's going to be lost if you pause and regroup. It's just like they're saying it's a change in direction of the energy. So she's taking a pause to reroute her energy to something else, because she is in this page energy here of being a little bit unsure of the outcome, and that very much plays with the card, the undressing of the salad, because one of the key phrases here is outcome unclear. It also says using dexterity, so she's being very careful in her movement because the outcome is unclear. We've got that twice. The outcome is unclear, and she's trying to regroup some lost energy here. I just feel like it has to do with tailing. So let's go to the feline, please. What is these unkept promises? And see, now they're yelling at me. Did I ask the wrong question? Unkept promises, nagging details, loose ends, little things matter. What is that? Something business. So clarify the feline, please. Thank you. We've got the Chariot, the backside of the Chariot. It says, let your intuition guide you and continue forward. Okay. Clarify the Chariot, please, on the feline. These unkept promises. We've got the Page of Pentacles. A lot of page energy here. Someone studious and practical. but also a new and valuable enterprise, hopeful yet untested. Hopeful yet untested. Okay, clarify the page, please. Page of Pentacles. No, that's too many. Page of Pentacles, please. The feline. Oh, I heard I only have a little. I can't do much with this. I only have a little. And we've got the Hermit. Cultivate meaningful interactions. Make sure others respect your boundaries. This is solitude. Okay. Let me read these all together for a second. So we've got the feline here. That's the nagging details in the background. Continue forward. Okay, there's no going back. It's like once, they say that the first step is the decision to make the first step, right? I feel like once this is decided, there is no going back. And a lot of times that's out of our control because you're never the same after you come to a really moving realization. And if this has to do with love, then the realization is that she needs to be somewhere else. And once her heart decides that the see in the back of the chariot as it's going forward, the ground behind it falls away. So there literally is no path backwards after that. But then she's got this Page of Pentacles energy. So the person in the chariot, she is in an energy of very new and unsure proceedings. She only has that one pentacle. It's a new beginning, a new idea. It's almost like she's going on this new journey with just the basics. That gives kind of full energy. On top of that, though, we've got the Hermit, Virgo energy. Page of Pentacles is Taurus. Chariot is Cancer. This is solitude, but it's a reminder to not keep herself, or maybe she is trying to keep herself a little bit private. It says cultivate meaningful interactions, but she's in Page energy, so it's almost like I don't have much to offer. I don't have much to give here. I paused at 17:45. Sorry the table shakes. I bump it and then Huey just jumped up here. So it feels like, she's got a lot to think about because there are things that she's still obligated to. But she knows in her mind and in her heart that once she's seen this possibility, that there's no coming back to where she was. Even though she is in Page energy, she's looking in the south. Hermit energy is inner perspective. So it's like Virgo's very plan oriented, very analytical. So this feels like she's going within in order to analyze the situation because I heard I'm new at this. I don't have much to give. I don't know quite where it's going because the chariot, even though it's in motion, she's behind it. So it's almost like fate is kind of pulling her along with it, but she's eager to go. So let's get some clarity on tailing the self because I want to know what caught her eye. What caught this feminine's eye? Ooh, a shiny penny. This says enthusiasm for ideas, an awakening, mental acuity, and intellect. So this, again, she's got that planning energy. Like, I want that. I want to go towards that. How do I get my hands on that? So please clarify tailing the self. I like that energy. Oh. I like that. How do I get my hands on that? Dang it. Sorry if that's loud. Okay. Oh, we've got a 10 of Pentacles. Heck yeah, that's what she's going towards. Oh, okay. So in this deck, the 10 of Pentacles here is, of course, the same as normal 10 of Pentacles. It's, I heard financial freedom. It's, I heard, um, you're better off than you think you are. Okay. It's also could be the idea of that she's going towards, but the key with the 10 of Pentacles in this deck, it says breathe easy, conditions are secure. So let's clarify that, please. No, that's too many. The 10 of Wands wanted to come out. That's the burden. What's this? Another page. The Page of Cups in the backside. Moody, vulnerable, withdrawn, and guarded. Okay, so she may be guarded about her finances right now. Clarify that, please. And then we've got the Fool. Nice. Going forward with no baggage. This is interesting because we've got Tail in the Sylph. What does she see? She sees a 10 of Pentacles, security and ease. But she may be feeling vulnerable because she could be in that Page of Pentacles energy. I don't have a lot, but what I see there is a lot. So maybe she sees what the masculine has to offer, and it makes her feel kind of vulnerable about it. This is the Page of Cups on the back side here. Let's see. From the front, it's passive, kind person, pure intentions, sincere, innocent, but cautious. On the back side, it says moody, vulnerable, guarded, and withdrawn. Yeah. But, I mean, on top of that, the Fool. She's like, I want it anyway. I want it anyway. This is bold, blind, leap of faith, no baggage, and no expectations. Oh, I think that's what she's telling him. I think that's what she wants to say to him. Is this him or her? We'll get some clarity because I feel like this could go either way. I feel like the part of some in the collective could be like she sees that shiny penny, okay, Tail in the Sylph, because like I said, this is the energy of going along, minding your business, living your life, and then all of a sudden something catches your eye. But so, like the way this is set up, it looks like what caught her eye was a mature man here, looks like Capricorn energy, who has abundance, conditions secure and easy. Which, like I said, made her feel a little bit vulnerable because maybe she's not in the same position. But Fool energy saying she wants to go for it. Let's go to the masculine, please. That was fast. So let's do this Key of the Fiery Sword. Draw me with cause and return me with honor. Clear and focused will and action. Ask for assistance. So what is this clarity here for the masculine? Wait a second. This is masculine energy, active principle. So this is somebody. Somebody had a breakthrough here. 4 of Pentacles. Possessiveness, hoarding, materialism, and insecurity. Interesting. Please clarify that Four of Pentacles on the key of the fiery sword. Like I said earlier, that I feel like this could just be general energy, not like masculine or feminine. What's this Four of Pentacles, please? Possessiveness and materialism. Why is that on the Ace of Swords? Why is that on this sword? The World. Triumph, completion, and reward. Okay, what was it? What was completed? What was completed, please, for this masculine? I feel selfishness here, but I don't want to. Could be one of the fixed signs: Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, Taurus. I mean, it's good reward. Why is he being so stingy here? One card, please. Nope, that's too many. Hierophant, Taurus energy. That's dogma. Okay, what's this? Ten of Swords. Oh. He lost something. Wow, he lost something. He lost something and he's got to come to the realization that it's not coming back. But what was it? I feel like it could be financial. Maybe he's not as stable as she sees him. She sees him as a Ten of Pentacles. Somebody feels vulnerable. See, that's what I was getting earlier when I wanted to interpret it the other way. It's that she sees him as the Ten of Pentacles. And then on top of that fell that very vulnerable card. That Page of Cups in reverse. Vulnerability and withdrawal. But then on top of that was the Fool. So here we have this clarity, this action, and the action is to be stingy about something. This is crazy. And then on top of that, the World, there was an ending. And a reward was reaped. He reaped a reward, but it was a loss. Let's keep going here because this is confusing. It'll be the Retriever, please. We've got the King of Swords on the back side. No, the Queen. I apologize. They look alike in this. This is the Queen of Swords on the back side. Memories of... Oh, memories of grudges and favors. Interesting. What is haunting him? What is coming back to him? I feel like he's fearful that something is going to happen again, but what is it? No, that's too many. This may be a masculine who was taken advantage of in the past, and that fear is coming back to him. Please clarify that Queen of Wands from the back. Memories of grudges and favors. I did so much for this person. Oof. I'm going to have to take them the way they fell out. Okay, first of all, we've got the final... Oh, no. The Seven of Wands on the backside. Defeat. Oh, Jesus. I wrote this so small. Defeat teaches equality. Revisit strategy, improve, be humble, and be grateful. Oh. And then the Three of Pentacles from the back. Enthusiastic associates are out there, build with others. See? This is a tough one, but I'm up for it. This is one of the reasons that I haven't used this deck until now, is because it's intimidating. And I didn't feel like I was prepared enough for it until now, but there's still challenges here. So it'll be the retriever. Something has come back. Retrieval of a lost hope. Okay. A path to what was lost. What was lost? Something financial here happened. And he was humbled. Defeat teaches equality or equally. I can't read that. Revisit strategy, improve. Yeah, he's rethinking everything. Now, the Three of Pentacles is usually recognition for hard work, okay? This is recognition, cooperation, an ally in your work. So this is what he thought he had. He thought he had an ally in something else, but it turned out that he had some loss here. And it's reminding him that there are enthusiastic associates out there and you can build with someone new. But here we go with the hobjob, that real and imagined fears, caution. He's extremely cautious about this coming back and happening again. That's what he's just, all these memories coming back of investing in someone with the Three of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and it didn't go well. And now he's just left with the grudges and reminders of all the favors that he had done. But there are friends here. There is someone here. This could be her kind of in the background of his mind. Somebody enthusiastic to work with him again. To build with him again. That Three of Pentacles is building. Show me the hobjob. Show me the fears and the caution, please. Thank you. Okay. So we dropped the Magician, refining their skills, getting their self-belief back, and coming with faith in their own abilities. But they're cautious. He's cautious here. He's cautious about his ability to make something manifest again after this loss. Then we got the Knight of Pentacles, that slow ass knight. My God, look, he's standing still with that one pentacle. I feel like he's so unsure. He's so unsure, but there is some motivation here. But he wants to be methodical and careful. He's not particularly competitive or dynamic about this, but he is dedicated once he sets his mind to it. This is Virgo energy, I believe. And then we have the Nine of Cups. See, that's what he's working towards. He's ready for long-term happiness versus fleeting pleasure. That's what he is cautious about. He's like, I don't want to make the same mistakes. I don't want to trust in somebody who's just going to tear me down again. I don't want to put and invest in something that somebody is just going to walk away with everything that I put into it, including my heart, including my love, including my effort, my time, my dedication. Not dedication. What's that word you wanted? Shoot, I can't think of it. But the caution here is about manifesting something. They want something real instead of something hollow again, basically. She sees him as a shiny new penny, something wonderful, something secure, something new. And he's just kind of caught in fixing something that had fallen apart. And now he's very, very cautious about what he manifests back into his life. You see what I mean? It's like wanting to change the recipe because the last time was such a dud. So, this magician energy, what he's putting into it, he's trying to figure out what went wrong. He's trying to figure out, see this Knight of Pentacles standing still. He's got that shield, that one pentacle. It's big. He's got a lot to offer, but he's being very cautious with it because he doesn't want to get the, he doesn't want to, he, hang on. I heard something along the lines of he doesn't want to get the recipe wrong again. Because he is ready for that Nine of Cups. He does want that fulfillment and that achievement in emotional security. But he's ready for long-term happiness versus fleeting pleasures from the past. So that's what I have for that. So we're going to go ahead and get some love quotes between these two. I don't even know if they're I do feel maybe with this they do talk, but I don't think they've been talking about this. Sorry. Let's go back here. Refresh for the feminine here. Something impossible. Okay. Outwardly dynamic. So people, when they see her, they see somebody very, very capable and sexy and magnetic. But inside, she may be feeling a little bit vulnerable. We did have a card of vulnerability here for her. It's this one. It's the Page of Wands. So they look, see, this is the front side. Oh, sorry. This is the front side. This is the outer self. This is the back side, the inner self. The front side, the outer self. What people see is this dynamic, magnetic, sexy, in control, fiery queen. But look at the reverse. See, this is the front side, this is the outer self, this is the inner self of the Page of Wands. This is somebody who is very self-conscious, very unsure, longing for meaning. See, she wants the same thing. Unsure and seeking mentors and friends. And then we've got this Ace of Wands on the back side. No movements will be lost while she pauses and regroups. Okay, my right ear is ringing. So let's get some love quotes, please. I feel like she's more confident in this than he is. You know why? Because she is not the one that broke him in the past. She's not that other bitch, I heard. So, let's see here. I want to... No, that's too many. Okay. Give me... Okay. I want to be everything you didn't know you were looking for. Ooh. Come on. These are so thick. I think that's from her. I want to be everything you didn't know you were looking for. I caught feelings and I wasn't prepared for how deep they were. Ooh, might be from him. Oh, there's so much I can't tell you right now. That sounds like from him. Let's see. It's not my fault. I love you. You started it. That might be from her. A couple more, please. I go back to your face in my mind when I'm alone. Aww. I take that one out. That's old. Get a couple more, please. One from the feminine. Okay. I see you and my soul takes flight. I feel like that's from him too. Interesting. Can I get a couple from the feminine? She's pretty quiet. Oh, plain and simple. I love you. I love you. How sweet. And one more, please, from the feminine. You make my stomach feel squidgy. It's either love or E. coli. Just one. This feels very playful between them. Even though he feels broody, she feels enthusiastic but cautious. If you can, you know, enthusiastic, but they both want to be sure that they can make this work. But I think they're letting the logic part get a little too much in the way. Maybe not so much for her because she does have some obligations that she needs to finish. And he maybe is recovering a little bit from some financial loss. So he's being very cautious with himself. But there's no loss of love here. I'm trying to level up. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm trying to level up. These all come out in chunks. I just want one at a time, please. One at a time, please. I think I made too many of these. I'm going to have to thin this deck out a little bit. Last one from the feminine, please. From the feminine. Nope. Oh, that's nice. I'm working on coming forward so we can have our heart to heart. I like that. That might be from her. Because they're both kind of changing right now, I feel. Is that it? I think that's it. So there's not much movement here besides the idea of I want that one. And maybe he's like, it can happen, but I've got a lot to fix. So that's where we are with the love reading. Nothing too dynamic, sorry, and it's kind of the same lines as the last one. We had the feline last time, which is, obligations that need to be tied up. We have Tail in the Sylph, which is just going about your life and then seeing something brand new that you totally, I heard like screeching tires, change of direction. I want that. That's shiny. I like it. I want it. I'm going to work to try to figure out how to get it, right? And then this, this masculine down here trying to recover from something that he had invested in before that kind of drained him. He was in the Four of Pentacles, very guarded about the little bit that he has left. 10 of Swords, I never really read this out loud. It was a great loss. It says, you lost, it's over, face reality, there's only upwards from here. But, okay, so they want me to say with this, especially with this here. They're switching it a little bit, so I want, this might be for another set in the collective. The realization he came to in this scenario here is that he had been very miserly with his affections. He was very possessive of something, and I believe it was himself. There's hoarding here, materialism. Maybe he was a little bit too he's coming to that realization that maybe he was a little bit too focused on money. But there was an ending of a cycle. It was a reward. There was a good completion here. But then that 10 of Swords fell on top of it. So you would think, what the hell, if there was a good outcome to this beautiful card that is the World that says, your reward is here. And then on top of it, we got that horrible looking 10 of Swords. it's, with the sword sticking into the night and he's stuck to the ground. It says you lost. It's over. There's the face reality. There's upwards from here. I heard that he is telling himself this, and that is the ending of that cycle. The world came in. The world card came in and just ended a cycle, and he's telling himself, "That's it. It's over. It's over. I lost. I gotta face reality. But it's only upwards from here." He's still going to be cautious about it though, because he doesn't want it to happen again, and that's fine. You know, it's not going to happen again because, like I said, she was saying in the, I'm not that bitch. I'm not that person. I'm totally different person, and I see you and I love you and I want you, and get over here. So, yeah, he's cautious about possibly creating another toxic relationship. All she sees in him is take off your pants. So that's what I have for the love reading with the fairies. What do we have coming up here? We've got a lot, actually. Let's see. We've got a collective read. I think I'm behind a little bit. Hang on a second. Love with the fairies. I did the equinox reading yesterday. Tomorrow probably do Taurus placements. Taurus placements, a collective read, and then the moon reading for the balsamic moon in Pisces is coming up. So that's what we've got coming up. Thank you so much. I hope this resonated. I hope the messages reached you for your highest good. If you are vibing with my content, please take a moment to leave me a thumbs up, subscribe, share my video. It helps get my content seen. In the description, you'll find my email and donation links. I am available for personal readings and birth chart inquiries. And for any small donation, I would love to do a 3-card spread personally for you as a thank you. Email, Venmo, and Cash App in the description. I appreciate any and all signal boost, feedback, or donation. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. So until I see you again in the next reading. Okay, thanks. Bye.